Hello, world. Welcome to Keeping It 100 podcast. Today, you got your guy D, and I got my fellows with me, my day ones. To my right, we
What's
got,
going on? This is Jace.
and to my left, we got.
Yo, this Bruce.
And we're creating this podcast for the 2020 year. We basically just going to discuss everyday topics, and we just want to keep it 100 to the world, to everyone that's listening. So, if you like the podcast, please hit like or subscribe on YouTube. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think. What we should work on. This is new to us, so we're starting fresh. Today's episode, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. Why people create them January 1st. Why is it necessary? Do you stick to it? How long do you stick to it? And what kind of New Year's resolutions do you create for yourself? Me personally, I usually try to start low because I feel like when people start high in New Year's resolution, it never lasts. You probably get to the second week of February, then you quit. So I know
I think it's funny too. Everybody has one, right? It doesn't matter how old
Yeah.
you are, where you come, what facet of life. Everybody has a New Year's resolution.
everybody. So
Everybody.
I think it should be. I start with three. I try to do two easy one and then one that I think could
Three,
be.
damn.
Yeah.
You set high goals.
Yeah,
That's a
listen.
lot.
Number one is save money for 2020, so that's
Facts.
easy. Number two is create a better health and lifestyle for myself and my family. And number three is some type of business opportunity. So, the one and two, you can definitely accomplish that by changing certain things in your life.
Yeah.
And number three, if you change one and two, then, ultimately that three is a goal that you can maintain or
I
reach.
can
So,
attest to the change in the healthy lifestyle.
yeah, for sure.
That's pretty much what mine was, and mine, I guess you could say, two go hand in hand. It's cut back on alcohol, which in turns will lead to a
Yeah.
healthier lifestyle, but it hasn't
Yeah.
been easy.
Well, Bruce, you can speak on this because I know lately you've made some big changes in your life. Me, from knowing you from high school days, everybody call you Bruce,
Yeah.
and everybody in the world that's listening to this, you know who Bruce is, so you can kind of picture why we call him Bruce. But now he's just one Bruce. We got to take the second Bruce off the name. So if you want to speak to that a little bit as far as what made you make the change and
Yeah. Well, see, I was at like 360 plus.
sheesh,
I was up there, man. So,
you don't even see a dick at 360.
I still seen it. I ain't had no issues, no. I still seen it.
Sex positions become different at 360.
I ain't
That's-
gonna lie.
that's for
That
sure.
is true. That is true. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But at 360, man, it was doing the easy stuff that you normally would do. Bending over to tie your shoes. All that shit was getting hard to do. Wake up in the morning, your feet swelled up, your legs swollen.
Yeah, see, I can definitely see that because I'm coming from the other aspect where I was always fit, and now I'm getting to that size, and I
Mhm.
realize I got to get in check now.
Yeah, you getting fat as shit. I told you, boy.
Mhm.
You picking up where Bruce dropped off.
Right,
here.
right. You picking up
telling you,
everything
you
on
got-
dropping.
So you
So
de-
now I'm down to 300 now, man.
Nice.
Well, last I checked, it was 298.
Oh shit! I thought you
so-
was down at 260.
Oh,
I think
nah.
didn't I tell you
You
260?
did.
Oh, no, I wish that
Oh.
my goal is 275.
So is that one?
275, 285.
So you can say that's probably still your New Year's
That's
resolution.
part of my
is,
New Year resolution. Well, my main focus was to get to at least 300 by New Year's. I started around August. Matter of fact, my daughter's birthday, I seen myself in the picture and I was just like, damn, man, I'm huge, man.
Well, you got to reset your resolution. You
Yeah.
get that good in
Yeah.
From August
4
to
5
yeah.
months.
I don't even know if that's
Yeah,
still a
man.
New Year's resolution because technically you're already
hit
accomplishing that.
Yeah, because I hit
Yeah,
the 300 mark now. Mine's to get back to 240. So,
Shit, last time I was too far, I probably in middle school.
yeah. Well, see, I remember telling people the same thing, but 240 is pretty realistic for our height. So,
Yeah, true.
I know when doctors tell me I got to be under 200, I just laugh. Like, same thing.
See,
I
that's
haven't
my
seen that
goal.
since middle
Yeah.
school. Myself.
See, that's
What's
my goal.
200?
My goal is trying to get under 200. I'm looking at 210 on the
I
scale.
mean, I could bench press 200, but I don't know if I'll be down with weight.
I'm trying to get down to under 200. That's my New Year's resolution. Is one that, like I said, is changing up the lifestyle and definitely trying to get under 200 is definitely my goal. Which is just all about me cutting pork out. That swine.
Yeah,
That
man.
swine is it's tough, especially all my my black people we know, man. When you go to a barbecue,
man.
you see those ribs on the grill. Man, give me them ribs and that Coke.
Man, give me that.
Slide that bread on there and then slap as
I
much
remember you
barbecue
telling me you
sauce.
were trying to cut meat out, and I didn't want to laugh at you.
I actually last year, that was I wanted to quit eating meat, and honestly, I think I did probably 3.5, close to 4 months of no meat.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, and I was actually last year. I think I got down when I stepped on the scale at one point in time. I was down to like 195, but I was motivated because I was going on a cruise. So I was like,
yeah, something to look forward
yeah,
to.
I know that motivated
something
me
to
to
push
get
you.
my ass up, get in the gym, work out, and yeah, I honestly, and I didn't even miss meat
So
at
what
all.
happened?
I ate fucking steak
On the cruise?
I went on the cruise. I went on
Unlimited hamburgers.
yeah,
And steak
oh,
dinners,
those guys' burgers on the cruise ain't no fucking joke. I went on the cruise and I went fucking bananas on meat. I ate fucking burgers
You
on top
missed
of
that
burgers, steaks. I was drinking a lot because I actually cut drinking too last year when I was cutting the meat out. I cut, drinking liquor and beer and
I know
everything.
I have to in order to lose weight. And I went on a cruise for my sister's wedding, and that's really where it kicked off for me. I gained literally like 15 pounds in a 4-day cruise
Why?
because it was nonstop drinking and eating. And then the holidays hit because it was right before the
Right,
holidays.
Yeah. That's the worst part to start making a lifestyle change. It's right before holidays.
That's why
I praise.
the whole
I praise you.
Thing.
Yeah, because New Year's resolution you started, but then you got Super Bowl parties, you got Easter,
all the holidays.
You got the holidays coming up, so it's tough to stick to it.
Yeah.
I wonder what is the length of how long a person keeps their New Year's resolution going.
Oh, it's always a joke because people say it's like 10 days. Like people sign up for the gym membership in January and are trying to cancel in February. So
that's true.
They went 2 times.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Like I kept mine realistic. I made it that I'm not gonna cut alcohol out completely because I was drinking so much.
Baby steps.
I'm just baby steps. I'm gonna say Tuesdays and Sundays. So
to me, it's all about mental. It's a mental thing, man.
I don't want to cut you off, but Tuesdays and Sundays. How much are you drinking on the Tuesdays and Sundays? I guess that's what you got to look at.
It's still 1/10 of what I was drinking every day.
And you cut it out, right?
You can't cut Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday out and Saturday, but you're drinking 5 bottles on Tuesday and 5 bottles on Sunday.
Well, I have kids, so I still have to be sober enough to function.
That's definitely true.
And at least Tuesdays, you got to work the next day, and Sunday as well. You got to work on Monday, so you ain't getting blacked out drunk and hungover.
Yeah, I mean, do it whatever's best for you. You got so many people out here with so many different programs, or do this and do that. Yeah, that may work for you.
Well, I just know people are like, I'm going to do this cold turkey 100%, and then 2 weeks later, they're
I think that's the worst part with a lot of people. They try to do cold turkey right off bat.
You got to be realistic.
Yeah, you can't just jump out the window and be like, I'm just going to cut it. Even with me, when I said I was going to cut meat, I started it in January, and then I think I was officially off of meat in general in probably like February because I cut meat, but I was doing like fish and shrimp and stuff like that, and then eventually I swung away from that, and then I was just eating straight vegan meals.
So you just cut out red meat, basically.
Red meat, yeah, and then I became like pescatarian, and then eventually I just went to straight vegan dishes where it was just black bean burgers and stuff like that. So
I tried some black bean burgers before. It was decent.
It's not bad. To me, when it comes to eating healthy and trying to cut the meat, it's all about, to me, seasoning. If it's seasoning right, which
the flavor
has to be there for me to eat it. And I found some dishes online, YouTube and stuff like that. And if you throw a little bit of your sauce on top of it, you put that little drip on top of it, then it's eatable. Now I can't. Well, my wife makes it more. I ain't gonna lie. I become a kid again where you just put it in your mouth and since you turn ahead and then you go spit it out, spit it in a napkin. But that's another story.
Well, still about finding something that you like. You still have to enjoy what you're eating.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Some of those, like the Ultimate Burger and the soy patties, some of those actually aren't bad.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Beyond burgers that they sell in like the Publix and stuff like that. It's actually pretty good. It tastes like a burger. I don't know if you guys have had it before.
No, I never tried that.
I recommend that if you ever think about having a taste for a burger, if you want to throw something on the grill, go buy the Beyond burgers. throw it on the grill. It literally tastes exactly like a burger you would get from McDonald's anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try that.
It's fire. It's fire.
So let me ask you guys this, because I've been invited to multiple Super Bowl parties. You guys think it's rude to kind of feel out which party to go to? Maybe ask the host, hey, what kind of food are you making, or who's going to be there?
Nah, I don't think it's rude. You want to know where you're going before you go. You know what I'm saying?
You just got to keep it 100. Like, yeah, like, listen, I'm not just going to come to your place and you got, because the Super Bowl.
What if you get invited by somebody and you're not that close to them, though?
Nah,
you don't want to offend them. Like, if you invite me, I'll straight up ask you, what are you going to have? Who's going to be there? And then I'll just be like, yeah, I think I'm going to go somewhere else, man.
I've always been the type that I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? You ask me a question, I'm going to give it to you straight up. If you take offense to it, hey, I'm sorry. But
that's
you ask my question.
That's on you.
I mean, you ask me a question, I'm answering it.
I think that comes with age, when you get older. When you're younger, you are so worried about
hurting
feelings. Yeah. But I think when you get older,
so you try to sway from saying what you really want to say. Now, there is a way that you can say things that you still get your point across, but you don't have to be so like blunt with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It just if my wife asks me, does this look good on me? I'm gonna tell her no, and if she say why, I'm gonna tell her why. I'm not gonna say, oh no, I just don't like the color. No, motherfucker, I don't like the way that shit's hanging off of you.
Well, I know we're past our 20s, so we're not worried about people pleasing. But people in our life at this point understand who we are, and they understand that you are blunt. I'm the same way. I'm very direct, very straightforward, and if it offends you,
I learned with that over time. I realized when I was younger, and it all stems from women at the end of the day. I realized when I was sugarcoating stuff talking to a girl, and I was like, man, I'm not really getting it anywhere with this. But then I realized when I got older, when I turned like 25, 24, 25, I just became more direct. Like, this is what it is. This is what I want. You either accept it or you don't.
Take it or leave it.
And if you do, then we can continue. We can continue jucking together. If you don't, then you can go find somebody else you can chill with. And so I realized when you keep it 100, you become blunt, that you get way more stuff accomplished than you do just sugarcoating. My wife tells me all the time, you're heartless. I'm like, I'm not heartless. I just keep it real. Like, I'm just gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm a realist. I say that all the time. I'm a realist. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it to you. I'm just gonna tell you. So if somebody calls me with a Super Bowl party and they say, hey, I got this person over here or this person over here, and we're doing this, and I know that I don't want to go there, and be like, nah, man.
You should just tell her at the end of the day, you knew who I was. If I'm heartless, what does that make you?
Right.
You stayed with me.
You stayed with me. Yeah. But yeah, if I call, like, say you called me right now and I knew you had Billy over there, me and Billy didn't get along, I'm not going to come over there and have a potential of me and Billy bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? I just tell you, like, yo, if he leave by the time I get there, then cool or whatever.
So what if I'm like, Bruce, I'm just getting some pizza from Little Caesars and everybody else going to bring something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have there.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with pizza.
It all depends, see, but that's coming from you, and we're cool with you. But if that was coming from someone else that you may not associate with on a regular, because everybody, for some reason, when the Super Bowl comes around, everybody wants to throw a party. And they go through their phone list and they call you. You may not even talk to them in probably like 6 months. They probably don't even watch football like that, but they want to have a Super Bowl party. So if I get that call and somebody says, hey, so and so, blah, 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 this is what we're going to have, I tell them straight up, nah, man. It's like, first, I haven't even talked to you in a while.
Right.
I'm going to keep it 100 right there. Like, I haven't even talked to you in a while, so I don't even know why this conversation is even happening right now. So, but if it comes from you, that's totally different. So I guess it all depends on who's calling you.
Yeah, and how long you do that person, you know what I'm saying? So.
And food-wise, I guess food-wise it can be a big deal. It depends on where you at in your New Year's resolution. We put some air quotes in there. It depends on where you at with that.
Well, everybody knows that's your cheat day. I mean,
well, that's the problem. That's why New Year's resolutions get broke right there. That's why you just
still gotta have cheat days. What did you just say about quitting cold turkey?
So you just told me February 2nd you're cutting. Yeah, that's it. Your cheat. your New Year's resolution is done. Because once you have that one cheat day, then that healthy lifestyle, that's
It's
a
gonna
down
go
the
out the
drain.
window.
Yeah.
Like you got to go for at least a good couple months before you do,
Before you
just
have
to
that
get
cheat
in
day. Yeah.
that mindset
Anybody
and
in
that
health would still
routine.
tell you to take
No,
a
it's
cheat
no,
day a
it's
week.
no.
Oh yeah,
It's,
you
no,
absolutely have your
should
cheat days, but you got to get into that routine
first
first
Well, what
before
I'm
you
and
saying,
create
establish
that
that
cheat
routine
day.
before you do that.
You
cheat
can't say
the
January
cheat day has to
1st.
be part of your routine. You got to
No,
set
you
the
can't.
plan. You got to
What?
set the plan.
Okay,
What?
let's say all right, January 1st, you started your New Year's resolution. You got into your routine. In 2 weeks, you want to do a cheat day. Your mind ain't even focused
Your
enough
body.
and set
Ain't even
focused
your
enough
body.
to have a cheat day
What they
yet.
say is if you don't plan out a cheat day ahead of time, once you hit the 2 or 3 week mark and you haven't had a cheat day, as soon as you set that cheat day, you have a much higher chance of reverting back because it wasn't a part of your natural routine to begin with.
I could understand. I
And
guess
I'm not saying on your cheat day, kind of like
just go ham.
Don't be the rock on your
don't
cheat day.
yeah, don't eat 10,000 calories because you had 1,000 calories or 1,500 calories every day of the week before that or whatever your goal was. But
Right. I don't know. It's just me
don't
personally.
go to that extreme.
I feel like it just go down to your whole mental being. Like I used to smoke back when I was. I don't know. I think I quit like
Damn,
6
yeah,
years
you're
ago.
right. You do use to
I
smoke
used to smoke.
cigarettes. Shit.
I stopped cold turkey.
That's crazy.
I
forgot
smoked
all
my
about that.
last cigarette. I was just like, I don't want to smoke anymore. And I put it out after I finished, and I haven't picked up a cigarette since. It boils down to your mentality. If you have that type of mental that you can control, you know what I'm saying? You are in control.
And that's the hardest part is the control.
That's
I mean,
it.
that's the hardest part. That's why I don't think you should. I don't think you should, in your mindset, create a cheat day. Like, I don't think you should be like, week 3, I'm going to have a cheat day. Because then you're already
Well, that's why I
setting.
say you got to set the routine, and everybody's different.
But
you
in-
can't set one plan for everybody.
But in my mind, I feel
regardless
like
of your resolution.
you're already
You're
letting
looking
control.
forward to that.
You're already letting. You have no control if you're already creating that cheat
Well,
day.
think
for
about it
yourself.
like your work week. You work 5 or 6 days a week. You look forward to that day off. Like, man, I thank God it's Friday. That's
Yeah,
why
but
that's a
that's
saying.
that's a
different.
routine.
Yeah,
Though. Like, you're
Same
already.
thing.
But
I
that's
don't
something
know,
that's
but that's
already
same
set in stone.
thing.
I don't know.
Everybody
I don't know.
depending on
You're
the
trying to
average
create a
job
way of
you're
life.
gonna work.
Like, obviously, you have to work for a living. You're trying to create a way of life that you can follow and not revert back on.
That's true, but the average job you're gonna work Monday through Friday. That's
True.
just what it is.
That's
You're
just
gonna work
that's
Monday
just
through Friday.
natural.
And that's
Saturday-
Saturday from years.
I don't know if
years
you. I don't
ago.
know if you really.
I know people who don't work Monday through Friday.
I don't really know if I don't even know if I'm working to look for Friday. When I go to work, when Friday gets there, I'm like, oh shit, it's Friday. Like, all right, let's what we gonna do this weekend?
When I was working, I worked looking for that day off. I had a job that I was off on Wednesdays. I look forward to that Wednesday.
All I was getting at is routine, because that's a routine that you follow from day one as an adult. You don't have a choice. You know what I mean?
I mean,
understand
it's
that,
a good
but-
analogy. I ain't gonna lie. You hit
Yeah.
me. You hit me. You slapped me in the face with that one because you're right. If you lay it down like that and you put it down like that, but I guess I don't look at work and eating on the same, because to me, healthy eating is something that you have to work towards and create that goal and create that control. Work is just, you gotta go to work, man. I mean,
Well,
You
it's
gotta
like
work
anything
to
in
li-
life, though. You gotta basically make a plan or formulate a formula and follow it, right? So
And that's how a lot of people do. A lot of people will make plans. Some people, you just right off the top of their head, they remember everything. They know exactly what they want to do. They just go for it.
that's true. I want to get back to the Super Bowl part because you brought that up. So I was wondering, did you get invited to a Super Bowl party
Well,
that you
see, I
don't
got
want to go
invited
to?
to 2, and I was more so trying to.
Or you trying to get us to talk? You
I
been
was
talking
trying
out
to
of
let
it.
the one person down. I really just want to sit
Oh,
at
so
home this
that's-
year. So.
See, that's the thing about me. I would prefer to sit at home and watch the Super Bowl than to go anywhere, because I think it's a good chance that I'm probably going to have a drink or 2 or 3 or 4.
Or a couple, yeah.
And then also, I hate going to Super Bowl parties because nobody's watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of
A lot of
them.
the time
We're
you're
here to
conversating and
have a
missing the
get together.
Yeah.
Talk. Yeah.
So like when in my mind, I love watching football. So if I'm going to a Super Bowl party, I'm
That's what
going
she
there
wanna
with
do.
my intention to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm not. My intention is to not know what your kids are doing in soccer, not knowing what grade
Well, see, that's the problem. Is
Jackie
me and
got.
my wife
I
are
don't.
both invited, so I know if I go to that party, my wife does not watch football.
Yeah.
And
See,
neither
she's
does
gonna be there
the
to
10
just
other women that are going to be
chit-chat.
there. So
so what that tells me is that they're gonna be in their corner, and you're gonna be stuck with your kids because she's probably gonna be in the corner with those girls, and then she's probably gonna be like, go to Jace, go to Jace, go to Jace. And see that to me, because that's how it would be. I know one year me and my wife went to a Super Bowl party that I didn't want to go to because I know nobody in there watched football. And what happened was is I was holding my son the whole time, and this was the Patriots and Falcons year when the Patriots came back. So the whole time I couldn't even watch the Super Bowl because my son was, I think he was like 1.
So he constantly moving
Right,
around.
so he was
wanna
constantly
get
moving. He
down,
wanted to be
get up.
active. So it took me away from watching football, which I don't mind. Of course, I'm
so you were ready to
my
leave in the
son,
second
but I
quarter.
was ready to leave. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, well, shit. If I came here to do this, I can do this at
At
home.
Yeah.
I could be comfortable. My son could be comfortable. I don't want to go to somebody's house.
You
And-
can't just let them down and roam free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At home, you could do that.
Right, exactly, because I can control that area. I can't
Yeah.
control the area of somebody else's house.
True story.
So
my biggest issue now is too, obviously we're not that young anymore, and you got to wake up the next day and it ends late. So you either leave at halftime.
Yep.
they really should look into moving the Super Bowl on a Saturday
They should.
because they
They
start the
should.
games at 7:00, 6:30, 7:00. You got commercials and you got
They do it for the playoffs. Why can't they do it?
right. And they got the halftime.
You
You got the halftime show, which is like 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So by the time
Oh.
Super Bowl done and over with,
Just say it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
12 o'clock.
By the time you get home,
Yeah, depending on if you went to a party and how far that house is. or
Exactly.
whatever. Yeah, no, they should do that.
They should look to moving that on a Saturday. I think that makes life a lot more easy. And I think you can. I think if that's the case, you wouldn't turn down going to a Super Bowl party because it's not on a Sunday. And you got to work the next day.
Yeah.
I think I would be more open to go to a Super Bowl party on a Saturday because I'm like, well, shit, if this don't go as planned, at least I still got Sunday. Like I still got another day.
Yep.
as long as you're off on Sunday, you can sleep in too.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And if you got DVR and all that, if you miss anything, you
yeah.
go ahead and
No, you can't.
Well, you
do
can't
that.
you can't record no
Man,
football
shit.
game
Why not?
because it's not the same, man.
Definitely not.
You cannot record no football game, especially a Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you at a party and you're not going to be watching it, have it recorded at home.
No, because
so when
the
you
TV
do get
is,
home, you can watch
no, because the TV is still going to be on at the Super Bowl at a Super Bowl party. So the TV is still going to be on. So
Have you never seen that episode of How I Met Your Mother where they try not to watch the game
Oh,
until
yeah,
the
and
next
then
day? And
and then they all like try, and everybody's
it's the
talking
Super
about
Bowl.
it. So they-
Headlines are
yeah,
everywhere. Everybody's
headlines.
talking about it. the next
Everybody's
day.
covering their ears and stuff. It's tough because that's honestly
Man,
that's
I could, yeah.
that's
See,
the-
I'm not really a football watcher
Yeah,
anyway,
see.
so I see where y'all come.
I mean, you're talking about the biggest sporting event
Yeah.
in the United States. I mean, the world shuts down when the Super
Your
Bowl
first
comes on.
coworker is going to ruin it for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it ain't even their fault because they just assume.
And then you
Yeah,
got
you
right,
so
and
you
then
watched it.
usually that coworker is a person that like yourself that don't even watch football, but you
But
chose
they
that
heard
day to
it.
watch football.
Yeah.
So now you gonna come to work the next day knowing that this person watched football, be like, man, did you see that the Patriots came back from 28-3? And you're like,
Man, why did you say that?
Motherfucker.
Man, I didn't even see it.
now you can't go home and
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Because you already know what's gonna happen.
yeah, I've DVR'd a lot of sport and stuff, and honestly, I can tell you, I've never went back and watched any of those DVRs.
Yeah, I've never even tried to DVR it because I already knew.
Because you already heard.
Well,
about
I
everybody
DVR
talking about it.
I DVR all NBA All Star Weekend because it's on Valentine's weekend. So
That's a little different.
I'm
too,
usually,
though.
of course, I got to take the wife out because you
But
don't,
that's
you
dunk
never go
contest,
wild on
et cetera,
Valentine's
too.
Day.
That's
like,
not a matchup where you're going to know the score at the end of the day.
yeah, but still, it's kind of the same. It's a sporting event, so it's gonna be headline news somewhere with like a crazy dunking happened. So I usually record that, but I never go back and watch it. Even when I record, I just go on YouTube and watch the highlights.
Watch the
of it.
highlights.
Yeah. So
That's what a lot of non-sports people like. At least for me,
you watch on YouTube.
I watch highlights.
Yeah.
Because that to me, that's the best part of anything when it comes out of sports.
Well, it is. If you're not a
major
big sports fan,
Right.
then you can
If you
get
don't have
away.
a team that you're following.
Right.
Yeah. Nah,
You can't sit and watch not miss the Super Bowl and then go to YouTube the next day and watch the Super Bowl highlights. So
Right.
to me, I couldn't see myself doing that. I'm a big time Cowboys fan. I would never go and miss a Cowboys game and then watch the highlights. At this point in life, I won't even watch the highlights even if I did miss a game because
you're a Cowboys fan.
yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. There's a good chance they took an L that day. So at the end of the day, I probably won't even go back and watch it. But those are good topics, though. I mean, it's New Year's resolution and Super Bowl parties. Definitely, how do you, uh, why do you create, your New Year's resolutions? How long you stick to it?
Y'all trying to hate on my resolutions and my formulas.
Well,
Hey,
I
if
mean,
it works,
if it works,
you know what I mean? That's what it all boils down to.
when we come back and 3 months into this is episode 1. So let's say
Hey, I'm down 10 pounds.
Hey, there you go. Congrats,
let's start today on episode 1 and then we'll come back episode 10, 11, 12. We'll revisit this conversation and we'll see how that formula worked with your cheat days. And then me and Bruce will stick to what we're doing, and then we'll let you know where we stand, and then we'll take it from there. So yeah, let's. I think we should use that as a challenge. This is episode 1 of Keeping It 100. So let's say episode 10 or episode 12. Or do you want to go a little longer? Which one you want to do?
No, that's more than enough.
All right, so let's say episode 10, episode 12.
I already know you're going to bring it up
Keeping It
on
100.
episode 3 anyways. It don't even matter.
Keeping It 100 podcast.
If it didn't work, you're going to hear about it next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit this conversation of New Year's resolution. I want to see. I'm gonna ask both y'all. Have y'all stuck to y'all New Year's resolutions and where y'all stand with y'all New Year's resolutions?
Well, I can tell you, I'm sticking to mine because
So what are your New Year's resolutions? Give me 3.
My biggest one was my weight loss, which I killed that. Just like you said earlier, saving money and I just want to live a happy, healthier life. You know what I'm saying?
Those are easy goals.
That's it.
What's yours, Jace?
So I already said mine, but I'll reiterate. It was being healthier by cutting out alcohol in addition to diet, etc. So I've always only made one resolution. That was my resolution.
For the whole 12 months?
Yeah, because I feel like you make 3, you don't do any of them.
Well, you can say that for 1 too.
Pick one and try and follow it.
You can say you can create 1 and don't follow it. And technically, you got 2 in 1. You stop drinking and eating.
Well, they go hand in hand. I would need to lose weight.
How the hell does drinking and eating go hand in hand?
Because you got to quit. If you drink, you're never going to lose weight.
That's true. Especially
depends on what you're drinking. If you're drinking beer, but if you're drinking vodka,
you drink 2 or 3 times a week, you're slowly gaining weight. Period. It don't matter.
Vodka
doesn't matter. You having 3 or 4 drinks.
I thought if you drink vodka straight with no chase, you're straight because it doesn't hold that many calories.
But when you're 300 pounds, you need 4 drinks
to feel something.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, nobody needs to drink a whole bottle.
Well, I was drinking a handle a week.
So.
Of what?
It didn't matter what it alternate between vodka, tequila, gin,
whatever.
Whatever
I say like this: as long as if you cut that down, you're doing good. You're on the right track.
Yeah,
you're moving forward. You may be moving forward a little bit, but you're still in the right direction of going.
So you said Tuesdays and Sundays are going to be your drinking days.
Yeah, right? So that's like
It's
like a bottle of wine between me and the wife on Tuesdays, and a couple. A small bottle of vodka.
So are you going to eventually go to a couple of months to go to 1 day and then eventually no days of drinking, or are you just going to stick to those 2 days?
No, I'm going to stick to those 2 days.
Okay. All right. So my New Year's resolution was eating healthy, have a healthy lifestyle, create that because my boys, they're getting older now. So I'm definitely, for all men out there, they need to take their health serious, especially if you got kids. Especially going into sports. You do not want to be that dad that cannot run around with your kids, your daughters, sons, whatever event they have. You just don't want to be that dad. I never wanted to be that dad. So healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, saving money for sure. Definitely got to create a good financial background because we're living in a crazy world. You never know when you're going to need that crutch if something happens.
Yeah.
And then 3 is create a business. I want to create a business plan and hopefully launch a business by the end of this year. This is something I've definitely been thinking about. So those are my 3. which I feel like are doable. But
Yeah.
if you have a good support system, all that should be doable. So for everybody that's listening today, think of your New Year's resolution, stick to it, revisit it or in a couple of months, see where you at, mark it on calendars to keep yourself updated. Leave
Feel
us a
free to
comment.
comment and let us
Yeah,
know if
leave
you
us a
followed
comment.
through
Let us
or
know.
didn't follow.
Right. Let us know what broke your New Year's resolution. What was, your strength, your weaknesses when it comes to that. Super Bowl parties. If you got questions on how to help Jace how to dodge a Super Bowl party, leave that.
Leave that down.
Unfortunately,
comment.
both of them are probably going to hear this too.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna matter.
So to wrap it up, we want to say thank you for listening to the first episode of Keeping It 100 podcast. Please subscribe to YouTube channel. Let us know what you think. Thank you. We are a work in progress, so give us a couple more episodes and we'll have this shit down packed. So thank everyone for listening to Keeping It 100.
All right.